Hello everyone, I am going to explain some formulas which we need in exercise 3.2 of class 11. So today we are going to introduce the concepts of quadrant. So students, if this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis, if they intersect each other, you know on the graph 4 quadrants obtained. So this is named as first quadrant, this is named as second quadrant, third and fourth. So like this there are 4 quadrants, and in trigonometry this point is named as the initial point. So here the angle is 0 degree, or you can say 0 radian. So we are imagining that suppose a angle is rotating, then how much is the measurement of angle? So since it's initial line, so angle is not rotated yet, that's why in degree the measurement of angle is 0 degree, and in radian it's measured as 0 radian. So it's initial line. Now as we move here, you know that in protector it's going to be 90 degree, so it's 90 degree, and in radian measure it's going to be pi by 2. Now further if we rotate, then you know there's a 180, because it's a linear pair, it's a straight line, so the complete angle how much it rotated? 180. So here the degree measure is 180, and in radian it's going to be pi radian. Now further in 180 if we add 90, then it's going to be 270, and that is in degree, and in radian measure it is going to be 3 pi by 2. So you can add like this, pi by 2, then pi here. So in pi if you add pi by 2, you will get 3 pi by 2. Now here again if we move 90 degree, then 270 plus 90, that is 360. That's why the complete rotation is of 360 in degree measure, and in radian measure it is going to be 2 pi radian. So first of all I only explained here what are the means where are the quadrants. There are 4 quadrants: first, second, third and fourth. And on this vertex, on this tip of the arrow, what are the measurement of angle that I explained. So here 0 degree and 0 radian, as well as 360 and 2 pi radian, here 90 and pi by 2, here 180 and pi radian, here 270 and 3 pi by 2. Now students, in some quadrant some trigonometric ratios are positive but some are negative. Now we have to understand that which trigonometric ratios are positive or negative in which quadrant. For that there is a line which you have to learn: all students go to school. So this is a proverb which we made so that easily we can learn. All students go to school. So like this we have to write down in the quadrant all, then students here, go to school here. All means all trigonometric ratios. Now we'll understand that why we wrote this. So all means all trigonometric ratios. Conclusion is, in the first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are going to be positive. Students, from students we have to pick only S. Students starts from S, so you just pick S. S is for sine, and sine's reciprocal is cosine. Now since the student we wrote in the second quadrant, so in second quadrant sine and cosine are positive. Now here go to, so from go to, T you have to take, T for tan and cot. So in this third quadrant tan and cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant school, from school you have to take sec. So sec and cos are positive in the fourth quadrant, which I might wrote here. All students, that is for sine and cosec, go to is for tan and cot, school is for sec and cos. So you will have to learn that in first quadrant all are positive, in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant only sec and cos are positive. Now in the quadrant the degree measures vary from where to where we have to. So in first quadrant it varies from 1 degree to 90 degree, because students 0 degree as it at its tip. As soon as we move in the first quadrant it starts from 1 degree to the 90 degree. 90 degree included in the first quadrant. Now after 90 what comes? 91. So 91 to 180 includes in the second quadrant, and then 181 to 270 includes in the third quadrant, and 271 to 360 included in the fourth quadrant. So you have to learn what are the quadrants, where are the quadrants, and in each quadrant degree measures vary from where to where, and in which quadrant which trigonometry ratios are positive. So it's very simple. All students go to school. All means all trigonometry ratios. From students only sine and cosine. From go to T, that is tan and cot. From school sec and cos. Now how this information is beneficial, we'll check. Further we have here now we have to understand this also. Change and no change. So students, wherever 90 is there, trigonometric ratios will change, and wherever 180 multiple is there, no change. Now what is the meaning of this? I will explain you with the help of the next formula. Once you just move first to the next formula. Suppose students, we want to know that if we do sine 90 degree plus theta, then what is going to be the formula? So 90 degree plus theta. Now 90 plus theta, in which quadrant it will move? It will move to the second quadrant, and you already know from 10th class sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, isn't it? In 10th class you learnt sine 90 degree minus theta is cos theta. So what happens? Sine changes to the cos. That is named as change. Means by doing the plus and minus in the respective angle, is the trigonometric ratio is changing or not? If it is changing, that is named as change, and if it is not changing, then that is named as no change. So students, now come to this point C. It's very important. So if we are doing 0 or 360 plus minus, that time it will not change, and if you are doing 90 plus or 90 minus, then it will change. If at 180 if you are doing plus minus, then also it will not change, and 270 plus minus if we will do, then it will change. So what is the conclusion? That if you are doing 90's multiple plus minus theta, here n is belongs from the natural number, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, and that is also you just try to bring either pi by 2, means 90, then 270, then again pi by 2, then 7 pi by 2 like this. So when it is at the point of 90's multiple, that is here or here on the y-axis, you can say that the trigonometric ratio will change. And if it is along the x-axis, that is from 0 to 180 or multiple of that, then the trigonometric ratio will not change. And why it's going to be changed? Because we are doing plus minus theta. So one more thing, if we are doing, so here we are, suppose 90, and if we are doing 90 minus theta, then in which quadrant it will move? It will move to the first quadrant. If we will do 90 plus theta, then it will move to the second quadrant. So take care of this also. If you do plus or minus, in which quadrant we are moving, according to that we have to answer. So I hope it's clear to you. What is the meaning of change, change, no change and no change? Here trigonometric ratios will change or not change, that we are going to decide. Okay. So we'll start from the point D. T means trigonometric ratios. So to trigonometric ratios of 90 plus minus theta. So we are going to learn these formulas. So here it's very simple, students, because we are doing 90. So 90 here. So 90 minus theta means first quadrant, and 90 plus theta means second quadrant, and add 90 because it's on y-axis, so change. So trigonometric ratio will change according to the 10th class concept only. So students, sine 90 plus theta. So sine 90 plus theta, in which quadrant we moved? We moved in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant what? Sine is positive. That's why plus. So these sine are respectively along with that. If you are doing 90 plus theta, then also plus cos theta, and if you are doing sine 90 minus theta, that also plus cos theta, because you are moving in the first quadrant, and in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. Now just come to the cos 90 plus theta. So 90 plus theta, in which quadrant we moved? In the second quadrant. But in the second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, not the cos. That's why when we do cos 90 plus theta, that time what sign will come here? Minus. And when we'll do sine 90 degree minus theta, that time in which quadrant we moved? In the first quadrant. And in first quadrant all are positive. So cos 90 minus theta is plus sine theta, that is from 10th class. So these trigonometry ratios, how they are changing? That is on the basis of 10th class only. Now 10, 90 degree plus minus theta. So students, if we do 10, 90 degree plus theta, in which quadrant it went? It went to the second quadrant. And in second quadrant, we know that only sine and cosec are positive, not the 10. That's why when we will do 10, 90 degree plus theta, it's going to be minus cot theta. And when we will do 10 minus theta, that time since 10 90 degree minus theta is in first quadrant, that's why it's going to be positive, because all trigonometry ratios are positive here, that is cot theta. So I hope it's clear to you. Now in the same way, cot 90 degree plus minus theta. So there are two formulas, students, cot 90 plus theta, then cot 90 minus theta. So 90 plus theta went to the second quadrant, and in second quadrant cot is negative, that's why negative. And 10 90 minus theta went to the first quadrant, and in that cot is going to be positive, because all are positive in the first quadrant. So just see, down sign everywhere is positive because it's in the first quadrant, 10 90 minus theta, that's why. And upper only sine and cosec are positive, except that all are negative. Just notice it. Just see here also plus plus sign, and here also plus plus sign, except this line and this line. Everywhere we got minus plus minus plus minus plus sign. Why? Because only in the first and second quadrant sine and cosec are positive in both the quadrant, except that in first quadrant all are positive, but in second quadrant remaining 4 are negative. That's why we obtained this. I hope these formulas are clear to you. Now we are moving to the 180 degree plus minus theta. So 180. So in 180 just we'll see 180 comes here, and in 180 no change. No change means trigonometry ratio will not change. Not change means you see here also sine, then here also sine. It not changed like we changed here. When sine is there, that time we change to cos, because at 90 we have to change the ratio. So just see the hint what I wrote here. Trigonometric ratios of 180 plus minus theta, no change. No change means ratios will not change. And in which quadrant we are moving? 180 plus theta and 180 minus theta. So for that we will see the starting graph which I made here roughly here. So 180 means we are here. If we will do 180 minus theta, then we will move to the second quadrant. And if we will do 180 plus theta, then we will move to the third quadrant. So second and third quadrant. So we have to concentrate on second and third quadrant. So just see, I might have drawn roughly figure here. You see here I made. So 180 minus theta means second quadrant, and 180 plus theta means third quadrant. In second quadrant sine and cosec are positive, and in the third quadrant tan and cot are positive. So when we change the sign, we will take care of this. So sine 180 plus theta. So when we do 180 plus theta, in which quadrant we went? We went to the third quadrant where sine is negative. That's why minus sign came here. No change. That's why only sine theta. Then 180 minus theta means we went to the second quadrant where sine is positive. That's why plus sign. Now cos 180 plus minus theta. Now cos, just see here. In cos in second quadrant also not present, and cos in third quadrant also not present, means in both quadrant cos is negative. That's why cos 180 plus minus theta is in both situation it's negative. In the same way tan plus minus theta. So when we do 180 plus theta, we went to the third quadrant where tan is positive, that's why plus sign. And when we do 180 minus theta in second quadrant, that's why it's negative. In the same way remaining also you can understand. Now we move to the 270 plus minus theta. 270 means here, and its y-axis means you have to change. Change means sign will change to cos like this. Now when we do 270 degree plus minus theta, we have to check in which quadrants we are moving. So when we will do 270 plus theta, so 270 plus theta means we have to move in this side. That for that time we are in fourth quadrant, and when we will do 270 minus theta means in third quadrant. So in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant sec and cos are positive. So students, 270 degree sine 270 degree plus minus theta. So because change, so we have to change, that's why sine will change to cos, and when we will do 270 plus theta or 270 minus theta, in both situations sine is not present in any quadrant, so it is going to be minus and minus. In the same way, we will take any random thing, that is cot 270 degree plus minus theta. So students, cot is positive in third quadrant when we will do 270 minus theta. So in down one it's positive, but in upper one it's negative because 270 plus theta is cot is negative. And just see here cosec 270 plus theta is because cosec is not present at anywhere, that's why in both situations it's negative. Now once we will see the sec also, sec 270 plus minus theta, that is when we do the plus, that time it went to the fourth quadrant where sec is positive, that's why positive symbol here, and in the down 270 minus theta it's negative, that's why minus, and change is there, that's why trigonometry ratios you have to change. Now in the same way to 360 plus minus theta, so when we will do 360 plus theta, we will move to the first quadrant where all are positive, and when we will do 360 minus theta, that time we will move to the fourth quadrant where only cos and sec are positive and no change, it's the x-axis. So on x-axis you not have to change the trigonometric ratio. So just see sine 360 plus minus theta, when we do plus we went to the first quadrant where it's positive, but when we had done minus it went to the fourth quadrant where it is negative. Like this you have to understand all the things. And now the last formula which we are going to use in the 3.2 exercise, that is trigonometric ratios of minus theta. So students, if we have sine minus theta, the formula is going to be minus sine theta. So in this only cos and sec are positive, except that all are negative. So this is the way you have to learn, that in minus theta formula only cos and sec are not affected by minus theta, means cos minus theta is again a plus cos theta. There is no effect of this minus sign. That's why cos and sec are positive, except that all are negative. So students, I hope the formulas are clear. So I request from you all that before doing 3.2 exercise, all these formulas and all these concepts of quadrant are very important. You just understand it and try to, if possible, learn also. And if you have any problem, then you can write in the comment so that I can clear out. Thank you.